All right, everybody. What's up, Blast Nation? How you doing this evening? It's your boy, the Veep, and I got the Rock here. What's happening, Rock?
What's going on, V? What's going on, Blast Nation?
Yes, indeed. We are excited tonight because we have a special guest, Mr. Elijah Rosario, who is here to bless us with who knows what, but we're about to find out. So let's go ahead and bring him in. Rosario.
Yes,
Elijah Rosario, how you doing?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Blessed. It's Wednesday evening, almost 2 days from Friday. So I'm excited, man. The weekend's almost here. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Getting over that hump day, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, oh yeah, we're good. We're excited. We're excited that you're here, and we really look forward to hear some of the things that's going on with you. So
Absolutely.
Let's just start off with something simple, like Elijah Rosario. Who are you?
Whew. Not a simple question. That's not a
Break down that complexity.
Let's see, man. I mean, I'm just somebody who is all about being genuine. Someone who's all about transparency. I come from Augusta, Georgia originally. Wasn't raised there throughout my entire life, but I was there up until 9. Then moved to Jacksonville, Florida. Lived there for a year, and then lived in a small military town called Camden County. Wasn't really the best place for someone like myself to grow up. As far as just wanting to do bigger things, but it shaped me and molded me and showed me why I wanted to have more, why I wanted to be more. And because you know how it is. I don't know if you guys ever lived in small towns, but they can be crucial. They can be crucial when you have big dreams. And so I'm one of those people who's always seen myself doing something big. I never knew what it was, but I saw it, and I'm just thankful, man, that I had that place to help me, prepare, be humble with what I do have, and appreciate the smaller things and just the little simple things in life. And I'm one of those people, man, who just love to see others doing better, even if it's better than me. I don't really care. At the end of the day, you're doing better, and I can applaud it. So I'm a father, husband.
Okay.
All right. Happy late Father's Day to you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And, my 2-year wedding anniversary is coming up on July 13th. So,
oh man, you're a newbie.
Yes, I am a newbie. You're definitely a newbie. But it's true what they say, man. Marriage is beautiful, but it's also no joke. You know what I'm saying?
It is a job, man. You gotta constantly work at it.
And do it and put in overtime.
Yeah. You do, man. And you gotta wear a smile, man. You gotta smile as much as you can, because there can be those moments where things, you feel like you're on a high one day and then you feel like you're coming down, but you gotta try to find a way to smile through it all, and everything. Whether it's little moments and big moments. That's what I am learning.
No doubt. Hey, L, go ahead and ask him something.
So you already know I've been vibing with you for a while. Okay, we've been talking back and forth. You were one of the first artists that I heard that was on Blast that was R&B, and I was like, oh man, this little cat here got something for real. So I'm like, so with your sound, which is unique, and the songs that you have, where do you get your influences from?
Woo. So I grew up on a lot of old school R&B and funk and disco music. My dad was a musician back in the late 80s and going into the 90s. And so he just introduced me to a lot of funkadelics, a lot of the OJs, the Supreme. I grew up listening to a lot of Teddy Pendergrass. I grew up listening to all of the old legends, man. And Marvin Gaye actually became my icon. Man, I'm in love with the boundaries Marvin Gaye pushed sonically, and his lyricism and just his approach to music. It was a unique approach to R&B, and his storytelling was beautiful. He spoke on the real truths that were happening in America. He wasn't afraid to be a sex symbol, but also be a realist and be a political individual. I really I was really influenced by that. And the guy just looks cool as hell, right? It's Marvin, man. You know what I mean?
You can't go wrong with Marvin Gaye, man.
No, you can't
go wrong with Marvin, okay?
No
Awesome.
doubt.
You can't, man. But even in current times, I know everybody's not on the old school. In current times, I'd say like big fan of Drake, Party Next Door, The Weeknd,
Okay.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
Huge Rihanna fan. Huge, like I'm so influenced by Rihanna, and just again, she's another one of those artists who push boundaries, and that's both in music, politically, socially. Like, I mean, she is going to be a legend in the world, to me. So yeah, man, those are the people I look up to, just those people who aren't afraid to be different and standing up. That's where I get my influences from musically.
So let me ask you this. What was your first song and what was the inspiration behind that first song?
First song ever recorded was a song back in 10th grade. It was called Even Though. I did not write it. Actually, one of my longtime friends, we've been friends now for about 12 years. And he was recording music at the time, and he heard that I could sing. We weren't really that tight back then, but he heard I could sing. People said I sounded like John Legend a little bit. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I used to sing Ordinary People and the old Jamie Foxx songs on the bus, going home. Yeah, so people was like, yo, he can carry a tune. He sounds really nice. I like his voice. So he had me, he's like, man, I wrote this song. And I don't know, just hearing myself recorded for the first time and just seeing the response of people, I was like, wow, I was like, this is really cool, man. I was like, this is something I could kind of do more of. And so from that point, man, it was 2010, man, was in June 2010, yeah. That was the first song I ever recorded and put out with him. It's called Even Though. You can still look it up. You can find it on Google. Like, you can go on Google and look it up, guys. I'm not kidding. You can literally, I've done it. Like, I've done it. I found it. It's a dive, but if you type in Avery featuring Eli, Even Though, you'll find it.
All right, bet. You got something else? Look like you froze, but let me keep going with you. Let me give you a scenario. Okay. You have the opportunity to perform at a New Year's Eve party. Okay. And when the ball drops at 12, they give you the opportunity to ride with 3 of your favorite jams. What would those 3 be and why?
3 favorite jams?
Your favorite jams that you can ride to.
Oh, man. All right.
Yeah, we think hard when we ask these questions.
Oh, man, that's tough, man. Oh, that's tough. Okay. Gotta have Inner City Blues playing, right? By Marvin Gaye. That's one of my favorite songs. I know people are like, but what about Let's Get It On? What about Sexual Healing? Yeah, those are great. Love those records. But Inner City Blues speaks to my soul. I can play it any time of the year. It's just me. So that's number 1. Number 2, Love on the Brain by Rihanna.
Okay.
And then 3, I gotta have like a sense of like poppiness to it. Man, I'm gonna go. Dang, this is hard, man. This is hard, man. Like, you got me on this one, man. Oh, that third one's tough. That third one's tough, man. I gotta say, for me, just the type of person I'm a really chill person, so I'll stay on brand with that. I gotta say that it's CeCe's Interlude by Drake. Off this first mistake, CeCe's Interlude.
All right.
Like that whole vibe is crazy. So yeah, I gotta say the 3 records I play for myself.
Nice. Okay. So, my man, we're gonna fast forward 5 years from now.
Okay.
What would you like to be doing?
Oh, I would love to have a Grammy by then, or at least a Grammy nomination. I'd love to have a Grammy nomination.
Okay.
I would like to at least have recorded a record. It doesn't have to be released. I would have liked to at least have a record recorded with Drake, right? It's one of my favorite people. And Rihanna. Third, I do see myself in the next 5 years, like, I do want to like work with more artists from the consultant standpoint. Like, I want to help artists like building their brand, getting their information put out there, amongst so many different platforms, because the further we get into this thing, there's going to be more platforms like yourselves that are giving artists the opportunity. And I think not enough artists capitalize on those opportunities because they're uneducated about them. So I would want to be one of those people in the industry who educate artists, and consult with them, help them understand information, help them understand how to put themselves out there. And it doesn't have to be in a distasteful manner. You can do things with taste, you can do things with respect and integrity. So I do see myself eventually drifting off into the back end of things musically, whether it's on, the consultant side, songwriter side, executive production side of things. I see myself going into the shoes of a P. Diddy down the line.
Gotcha.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, it's really not. I love what Diddy does. Diddy is so influential in so many aspects of the entertainment business. Whether if it's partying, whether if it's actual consumer relations, like it doesn't matter. Like the guy is involved and he does an amazing job. So I wouldn't mind having that type of thing going on,
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. All right. Didn't see that one coming.
So production wise,
okay.
Is it you making everything, or do you have multiple producers, that you rock with?
So recently, I would say more than ever, this upcoming project that I'm about to get ready for, I've actually gotten to the habit of connecting with producers that are putting their beats out on Facebook. On YouTube, and contacting them privately and telling them, hey, I want the exclusive, or or I want some type of agreement. I want to be able to purchase an agreement where you're not going to come after me later. I've gotten the habit of developing those relationships directly. It's literally just like approaching you face to face, and you don't know me from anything. But if I come to you with the right approach, I'm sure you'd be willing to listen to what I have to say. And I come to them and not looking for a handout. I just say, hey, this is what I have going on. These are the things that I am connected to that can lead to something bigger and better. So for you, it's also a benefit. And of course, I'm paying you the money up front, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
So I've gotten in the habit of doing that, and I'm working with more local producers here in the Raleigh-Durham area. But when it comes to like making the songs, man, I'm my own writer right now.
Okay.
And I also executive produce a lot of my records. Like, a lot of people sleep on executive producing, but
facts.
Those people make some really like important decisions when it comes to a record. Like even if it's something as simple as like, hey, that ad lib, cut the volume for those. That could make or break a record, and you didn't even realize it, right? Yeah. So I've gotten the habit of doing that for myself more, not just myself, but with other artists that give me their music. I'm like, hey, you might want to try this, or let's try this effect and see what it brings to the record. And so I've gotten the habit of doing that for myself more. Cool. But I do work closely with a producer who's always recording me. He's also my engineer, both live and in the studio. Okay. But he's a producer, and he's an actual producer, not just a beat maker. He's sitting
Got you.
We're going back and forth, like, let's try this. Oh no, you go down, I go up. Like we're doing that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Let me ask you this: with the craziness that's going on in the world right now, if your song had the power to eradicate any issue, what would that issue be?
To be honest, it would be being Black in America, man. I would highlight. I would want to continue highlighting like what it's like to be Black in America, and eventually like touch on other topics that I won't get into now, but they'll have to be approached. They'll have to be talked about,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So with what you know now, okay, how do you feel about the state of the music business, music industry today? I see you got some thoughts on that one, so I'm gonna sit on back here, take a drink, and listen to it.
So I mentioned to you guys off camera, but I told you all, like, my father was in the business, right? He was in the industry in the 80s. Mm-hmm. And back then in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s even, I mean, artists ain't know what they was doing. I mean, it wasn't 360 deals back then. It was 720 deals.
Oh yeah. Right? Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna flip you, then flip you again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it was going on, and they didn't have the information. They just wanted to be stars. They just wanted to make their music, right?
Right.
They didn't think about paperwork. They didn't think about that stuff, right? Because so many other things were in the rooms at that time when the deals was happening, so it distracted you. So I think now that artists are becoming more educated because the information is accessible today, I think labels are becoming smarter with who they approach and how they approach people. Like labels actually do want artists that are educated on the business. They don't want naive, happy-go-lucky little kids in the brain. They want you to think of this as, hey man, if you got a hot single, I need you to be ready to shoot a video. I need you to be ready to go on tour and these press runs, and you better want to do it because you're going to not only make me a lot of money, you're going to make yourself a lot of money. And then I need you to be likable so you can get a lot of branding deals, because when you're getting those branding deals, guess who else is getting paid?
Yep.
Right? And you have to respect it. It's like if you get hired for a job, right? You can't be mad because your boss expects you to like go left, right, you know what I'm saying, turn it around, jump up and go upside down. If they ask you to, you the one that did the interview.
Right.
You came to them. They didn't come to you, right?
Yep.
And even if they come to you, the moment you accept the roles and responsibilities, it is your job to carry them through. And so that is something that I am appreciating about the industry today. Of course, it has its moments where it's not pretty. It's a lot that's dirty. It's a lot of clickiness that goes into it. But at least now it's becoming transparent and it ain't being hidden no more. So you got an option to say yes or no. That's what I do like about the trend in the industry today. Artists have the right to say I'll sign or I just want to stay independent. It's up to you now. Yeah. So that's where we're at today, guys.
And even more opportunities are there for the independent artists now compared to before. So these record companies and so on, they're going to have to be really creative because artists are able to take what's rightfully theirs back into their own hands.
You want to know where they're getting creative with that? The distribution deal. That's where they're getting creative. See, a lot of labels, even the small independent labels, right? I know this from experience because I've talked with a few small independent labels about distribution opportunities. And I completely said no to them because I was like, why would I give you 20% of what I worked for? Like, I might as well pay TuneCore DistroKid, you know, and keep 100% of my royalties and continue pursuing any opportunities that happen because of that song, right? Because with labels, you know, it can get messy, man. They feel like, well, if it wasn't for us and our relationships, you wouldn't have had this. And it's well, you don't know that. Yeah, I don't want that. Like, why would I want to put myself through that? Like, because you want 20% of what streams, not of 20% of what's coming to me. But again, contracts can be finicky. Yeah, right? You got to be careful, man. So that's the real angle. Like, because again, I don't got to put any money up front to this artist. I get. All they get to say is, I'm signed to this label. That's literally all you're getting.
Yeah.
I'm signed to this label.
Everything else they got. Yeah.
Everything else they're benefiting off of. You're not benefiting. They are.
Yeah. Right now, with us, no blast, you don't have to do none of that. You already know. You can like go on there, sell your own stuff.
Yeah.
And too, man, you get 97% of whatever you're gonna sell. We're not, taking nothing. This is your stuff. Okay. We want you guys to actually use the full platform. So just go on there, check out everything that you can do for yourself, cause it's just not, like music showcase platform. It's a business platform, for you. And I want you to like go in and like take advantage of it because your mind is the exact type of artist that we are looking for. Yes. You understand what is happening in this business. And I guarantee you, if you go out and if you do everything you are supposed to do and you use Blast to its full extent, you with your talent, your work ethic, your mind, bro, you're gonna be as like big as like we already think that you should have already been.
Yes.
Cause dude, your like stuff is totally phenomenal to us.
Indeed.
And we can't even hide that, can't even front, and just listening to you talk now shows us why your like music is so touching and so, successful, because you understand everything that is basically going on. And we're looking at you like, man, he looked like he's about 22. So he's like in the game though, like years and older than like 22. But he got his mind right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he probably was looking at me like, wait, he's been doing it. I was in high school at 12.
Yeah, like, dude, he was in high school.
That's crazy, man. No, you're not the first one to look at me like that. Like, people still card me. They're like, yo, I need to see that card. I'd be like, yo, you do know I got like, I be having my daughter with me sometimes.
That's your sister. Like, quit playing.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like, you think I'd be like having my little sister up here with me? Like, bro, my mom's not waiting for me in the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, she came with me, okay? And like, this is my child.
That's hilarious. So let me ask you this question, bro. Since I know you're heavily involved in the social media, and the knowledge that you have can definitely help some of our indie artists that are green in the business or social media. So when you promote yourself with social media, what are the 3 pros and cons about social media?
One of the things I started finding with social media promo for myself is I don't pay for social media promo anymore. And I'll tell you why. It's because I'm going through a rebranding phase with myself, like visually, right? Like I cut my hair and everything, you know what I'm saying? Like I no longer have hair anymore. And so I decided to rebrand myself, and I said, let me just pay attention to how people respond to me without paying for a response, because that's what we're doing, right? When we pay people. I think when you're able to get enough organic responses, that's when it's okay to start paying for promotion on social media. However, I will say this: the power of social media promotion is that you're able to create a facade a lot quicker, right? Because that's what people are looking for. I mean, let's be honest. Followers don't amount to listeners on Spotify, and listeners don't amount to followers on social media. The two are supposed to be integrated with one another, but they don't really speak to each other if you understand how platforms, work. So I would say to an artist, if they're really trying to get themselves seen on social media, just be organic. I'm always organic with my followers. I'm honest. I'm always on my story. I don't always have to be on my timeline, but I'm always in my story, man. I'm always responding to people that say something to me. That is another thing, guys. Engage with your existing thing. Like engage with them. Like,
yes,
people want to talk to you when they see you being consistent, when they see you making the right choices. So do not ignore those people. I don't ignore DMs unless it's spam. But if you DM me and say, man, hey, this is fire, or how you doing today, I'm gonna engage with you because I don't know what you know me for. So that's another tip. Engage with the people that's following you currently. And then thirdly, another pro tip I would say is use the right hashtags. It's like social profiles, especially Instagram, they don't care if you use 30 hashtags anymore. That used to be the rule. You can use up to 30 hashtags and that's cool. Nah, just choose 10 solid hashtags. Choose 10 solid hashtags, and also make sure the hashtags are relevant to the content you posted. Clear example. I got a blog post today that a friend texted me, right? I was featured in a really dope magazine. In my hashtags, I was very clear with my message, thanking them. In my hashtags, I use stuff like pop music, R&B music, independent artists, unsigned hype, because the name of the name of the category in the magazine was unsigned hype. And over 4 million hashtags were made off of that. So I'm like, best using that, you know what I'm saying? Being strategic about what you do. Like, I'm not about to be like hashtag Spotify, hashtag Apple Music. Like, I used to do that. And I would be like, why am I not getting the engagement that I think I deserve on this post? It's because I'm working myself against the algorithm. So work with the algorithm, make sure your content is in line with what your hashtags are, guys. That is the third important thing I will say. Like I said, cons, you can put a lot of money towards social media promo and you won't get nothing out of it. You won't get link clicks. You won't get any streams because, like I said, you think it's supposed to happen, but if your organic foundation isn't set, man, nobody cares about nobody cares. Everybody's doing ads today. It ain't just for music, man. Everybody's doing ads. Some people just doing ads so they can get more likes on a post, man. But you gotta be in line with your core people, man. That's one of the things I would say. But those are some of the pros and cons I've learned, and I'm continuing to learn as I go. I don't have it all figured out, but those are the things I pay attention to.
One day you say you love me, that you need me. You ain't never gonna leave my side. Now you tryna play me, you wanna dub me and get another man to hurt my pride. Guessing you ain't mean everything you said. You playing games, messing with my head. Now I'm alone laying in this bed. You sent that text, I responded, you left me on red. I'm really getting better with the nonsense. I really need some peace up on my conscience. Here you go again with all this drama. Wait until you gotta meet that bitch karma. Call me on my phone because you lonely, and I ain't gon' answer cause you phony. You never held it down, always switched off. And when I called you out, you played a victim, no. Was acting like it's love, but we know it isn't. Say you just wanna fuck, you want no commitment. I gave you all my love and you mistreated. Only worry about yourself, you so conceited. Call me on my phone when you feel helpless, and honestly, I really couldn't care less. It's time for me to be a little selfish. I'm on my own shit. One day you say you love me, that you need me. You ain't never gonna leave my side. Now you tryna play me, you wanna dub me and get another man to hurt my pride. Guessing you ain't mean everything you said. You playing games, messing with my head. Now I'm alone laying in this bed. You sent that text, I responded, you left me on red. Call me on my phone when you get lonely. I ain't gon' answer cause you lonely. One day you say you love me, that you need me. You ain't never gon' leave my side. Now you tryna play me, you wanna dub me and get another man to hurt my pride. Guessing you ain't mean everything you said. You playing games, messing with my head. Now I'm alone laying in this bed. You sent that text, I responded, you left me on red.